this area here is where you had 700 people living here over 100 years ago. You can see here so many houses. 我一辈子生在那个牛奶海 jump in.
你现在要 jump in 吗？
Hello， 有没有跳水啊？有没有去游泳吗？ Hey Peter. So we just left Wushigang. Just outside of Wushigang is this island, Guishandao. And I want to show this island to you because it does have some historical significance. So that didn't take long, about half an hour. It's only about 10 kilometers off the coast of Wusu. Here is Guishandao right behind me. What does Guishandao mean? It means Turtle Island. And the reason for that is it looks like a giant turtle. The head is looking out towards the Pacific and the tail is pointing towards Taiwan, kind of protecting Taiwan, I think. And I brought with me my old friend who was fishing baby eels with me a number of episodes ago, and he's going to help explain things. 你那个龟山岛你也上过是不是？对。好，那我们绕一圈看看。好。Okay, let's go. So I wanted to give you a better idea of this turtle before we explore it. This is being the head and the body here, and this is the tail, the so-called tail of the turtle, is this long sand or rock out jetty. And this area here is where you had 700 people living here over 100 years ago. In fact, almost 200 years ago. And I'll just show you another picture. Oh. You can see here so many houses. As early as 1821, you had people moving here from Fujian, China, and occupying this island and fishing here. They lived here until 1974 when the Yilan government started encouraging people to move back to the mainland. And then in 1977, the army took over and they actually moved the rest of the people that were remaining here. So by 1977, everybody moved back to the main island of Taiwan. A lot of them moved to Daxi, that fishing harbor we visited. So this was once a very, very vibrant island. There's no trace of that left. Unfortunately, all these houses have also been destroyed because now it's just a Coast Guard station and that's it. So it was a very self-contained community that existed here 200 years ago. So we're just going around the island slowly, taking a look at the different topography. And you can definitely see there's a lot of sedimentary rock in this area here. And that's why you have the vegetation. As we move forward, you'll see there'll be more volcanic rock and less of the vegetation.
这边就风化比较严重，因为台风、东北季风都是从这边吹的。
You can see here that we're passing by, this is the turtle's leg, the back leg. And you can see it quite distinctly when you're further away. You can see this black rock here is definitely volcanic. These kind of black volcanic columns. So that's a real testament of where this island was born. 这个是牛奶河这里啊，这里可以看到很明显。So this is the 牛奶海. You can see here it's all milky, and just a little further on, it's blue. This area here has sulfuric water coming up from the hot spring down below. And it's about 15 meters here, 20 meters, so it's not that deep, and it's bubbling up. And you can smell it, a little bit of that sulfur smell. And right here, we're getting to the edge of it, where the water is back to its normal blue color. 这里也是. Hey Peter, 我一辈子生在那个牛奶海 jump in.
你现在要 jump in 吗？
I want to. This is the turtle's head, and we're in the middle of the milky section. I'm gonna do something I've always wanted to do because I've been here a few times and I've never done it. I'm gonna jump into the water. I've just checked the temperature. It's about 28 degrees Celsius, a little sulfury, so it's not gonna kill me. I'm gonna do it. If I die, you'll know why, but I think it's fine. Here I go. Ah! Woo! Fantastic. It's a salty and a little stinky, but it feels good. 你又不进来吗？没关系啊，
要入境吗？没有带泳裤，算了，下次。
没有关系，没人看得到啊。
不客气。
Nobody cares。
你讲一下。
讲一下什么？
讲一下感觉啊。
讲一下什么？有人闻到那个味道吗？
我没闻到。口罩什么味道
Amazing. Milk Sea. Highly recommended if you have the chance. So, time to stop fooling around and get back to work. We're gonna carry on going around the island and show you more. Enough fooling around, and I can tell you, I really smell like sulfur. It's quite amazing. Never had that before in the ocean. We're sitting here in front of the turtle's head, and I understand that this site, you got to catch it now because eventually it's not going to be around. 那个鬼山头会怎么样？
经过时间的岁月的侵蚀，它若干年之后，它归手，它肯定会不见。
它已经开始掉下来，
它已经风化得非常严重了。它有一些地方裂得好明显哈。裂痕，
对，已经裂了。
然后还有你看横的那个都
对很明显，
所以在地震再多来几个台风，
对，可能会
撑不了。
And you can see this is also the place where there are a lot of tour boats that come around us here. There are at least 6 or 7 tour boats showing the people about this Niunaihe, this Milk Sea, and also the Turtle's Head. It's a very popular place to come and see. I highly recommend it. I don't think they'll let you jump in like we did, but you never know. Hello， 有没有跳水啊？有没有去游泳吗？ Hey Peter， 你太近了，哇！你吓死我！哎，拍谁？拍谁 ？YouTube Happy Fisherman， 你可以看呢。Peter， 你吓死我了 ！Jesus Christ！ 哇 ，Peter almost crashed into the tour bus, making me sweat. OK， 我们往那个方向，这边。
哎呦，这鸡跑哎，六。
对。
它里面有跟金门一样啊，有那个地道啊。
So you can see the pillboxes here that are still on the mountainside, and one of them has actually collapsed. This pillbox over here has actually slid down the mountain from erosion. They're not used anymore, but you can get a sense that this was once a strategic area for the army as well. I think now is only Coast Guard using this island.
哇，不大想回去耶。哦，
很舒服啊。
对啊。
It's been a very relaxing day. Even Aha said to me he doesn't want to go back, but the sun is going to set in an hour or so, so we thought we'd just slowly head back. And it's been a wonderful day exploring this island, going for a swim in the Milk Sea, and I promise you we will go on top of this island and cover some of the topography and some of the landscape on the island when we have a chance. We'll apply to come on and we'll take a look at that as well. We're very fortunate today. We actually found somebody who used to live on Guishangdao. Jin Daibiao spent the first 23 years of his life there. So he's got something worth preserving. There are not many people left like him. Jin Daibiao, 谢谢你今天给我们一点时间了解你们当时在Guishangdao 住的情况怎么样？
好，谢谢你呢关心龟山岛的历史。
你从出生的到23岁都住在龟山岛，当时人住的情况是怎么样？
开始有住人了，从那个文献或者是那个日治时期的户籍资料，应该是那1800年就开始有住人了。
那你自己的家里什么时候搬过去？
应该阿祖了，哎呀，阿祖。
那你自己几岁开始捕鱼？
15岁就开始捕鱼了，跟爸爸去捕鱼。
那些鱼你会买到台湾或者自己在龟山岛用的，自己吃啊？
捕鱼啊，捕好一定要再来那个台湾这边卖。
那我想问你，当时离开龟山岛也是1974年了，你的感觉怎么样？
当时刚好是当兵退伍，退伍回来就大家要迁村，就跟大家一起迁村。
那当时的气氛怎么样？
但是气氛很不想离开的。其实哦，所有的龟山岛人哦都不想离开这个龟山岛。
我相信这个不简单，因为就是一辈子是你的家里，然后叫你们离开不简单的。
其实我们在龟山岛的时候，今年已经在那个龟山岛的401高地那边了，安那个大炮。后来到民国60年，宜兰县县长建议说大家来迁村好不好？所以在民国63年迁村到那个台湾这边来，但是还有那个大概11户
不想离开，
不想离开，在那边多住1年。他们在那边住的时候，金方就已经在岛上做金属坑道了。这个表示金方很早就想要龟山岛作为军事用地。63年迁村，67年那个金方就宣布龟山岛要作为军事用地不准任何人登岛。民国83年，宜兰县县长去办一个归来吧龟山活动，开放我们那个龟山岛的原住居民那个60位，登岛回家。
你几岁？
应该40，
是第一次回去，从23岁到40几岁的，哇，应该。
刚登岛那个岸上石头是一个一个慢慢的看，慢慢的看，这是对岛上土地的感情
也很感动啊，
很感动。
The life that he lived there up till 23 was a very different life that people were used to nowadays. And I think after being forced to leave when he was 23 and then coming back in his late 40s, another amazing experience. And you can feel the emotion in his voice when he describes coming to the shore and looking at every single rock. I was very moved by that. I can only imagine. Every fishing harbor, every part of Taiwan has a deep history, and I think it's so great that we have an opportunity to meet Jian Daibiao today, who actually lived on Guisandao, one of the few people who are still born there and still remembers it so well. So it's quite a pleasure to have the chance to speak to him today. 谢谢你，真的很感动啊！
谢谢。